Have you ever noticed the giant gaping gap between people knowing what to do and people doing what they know? It can be maddening, right? A long while ago at a dinner party, I asked the doctor, so what is the hardest part of your job? I thought it might be the stress or the long hours or the liability or the industry politics or seeing people naked or all the blood. So much blood all the time. Instead, she said, getting my patients to do what I asked them to do. And that hit me right in the forehead. I yelped. Exactly. I know exactly how you feel. That is true for me in my business too. Hint, hint, my DarrenDaily friends. She continues, now animated. A patient comes in to see me. They have a problem, a condition that can worsen. They might even feel discomfort associated with it. I diagnose the condition and tell them, get this lab done, see this specialist, and pick up this medicine. They come back a month later and they have done none of it. And this used to happen all day, every day. Used to happen? I asked, curiously. She went on to explain, I realized in order to become a better doctor, it meant spending more time managing my patients rather than managing my patient's illness. She said, I finally figured out that being a medicine expert wasn't enough. I also needed to be an expert in human behavior. That was another punch in the forehead. Being a subject matter expert is not enough. You also need to be an expert in human behavior to get the human to actually do what they now know to do because you told them so. An expert in medicine might have the Merck manual memorized. They might be a diagnosing savant, and they may be on the cutting edge of the latest treatment innovations. But, and this is a big old but, none of that will matter if they can't get the patient to follow through behaviorally. A professional has to learn how to close that gap, the gap between knowing and doing. A medical professional has to get into the head and heart of the patient that they're trying to influence and realize medicine, from their view, is scary and it's intimidating and it's confusing and it might be overwhelming and the process is time-consuming and expensive. Nothing you diagnose or prescribe will matter until you ease those fears, address those objections, and help them overcome those obstacles. Even the perfect medical solution will make no difference to the patient who doesn't follow it. Are you getting this? Is this a punch in your forehead too? Because this is true in every human endeavor and every form of human influence. It's true in parenting. It's true in your marriage. It's true in leading your team. It's true in investing. It's true in fitness. Everything. If there is a human involved in the exchange, it's true, even if that human is only you. You can tell someone exactly what to do. It can be dead-on correct advice on that subject matter, but it will matter for nothing if you don't also address the human psychology and behavior needed to follow through on that advice. Think about this throughout your day. We go around telling people exactly what to do all day, yet most don't do it, or do it the right way, or do it to completion. Why? Because you didn't close the gap between knowing what to do and the human psychology and behavior needed to actually do what they know. Are you catching onto this here? I still have to constantly remind myself of this all the time. People pay a lot of money for my advice. Our elite members will fly in from halfway around the world just to go on a walk and talk for an hour and a half in order to get this advice. I'll come home from one of these and my wife will ask me, how'd it go? And I'll say, well, I think I just saved that guy's business, or I think I just made her several $1 million. But, and this is that big old but again, if I just told them what to do, exactly what to do, without also talking them through the mental, emotional, and psychological barriers and the limitations and the fears and the doubts that they might have about following through on it, it will all be for naught. And it took me a while to figure that out, okay? So think about this for yourself in your own life. With those that you aim to help, to lead, to advise, to guide, to expertly assist, to influence, make some notes in your DarrenDaily journal and tell us, where are you going to use this advice in your day-to-day? Close the gap on yourself from knowing now that I have told you and doing by identifying when, where, and with who you're going to apply this to today or this week. And I look forward to reading your comments below.